So, hello everyone. In the line of what is art, this is one of my what is art videos, and yeah. So, yeah, I've had to do, I've had to take care of the house and do all the motherly chores, do the dishes, do the laundry, do the mopping, scrubbing, all of it, since the age of like 10 and a half, 11. And this is just one of the small piles of dishes. We usually accumulate these many dishes in about a day and a half. And it takes about 3-4 loads to do. This pile of dishes actually took me, it took me, when I finally finished filming wise, I had about, 2.5 to 3 hours worth of film or video footage. Just in the video alone, but it literally took me 12 hours to do, because usually it takes me, several hours to do the dishes, but this time it took me especially long because I've never filmed myself doing the dishes before, and so I was trying to figure out where to set up the camera, how to set up the camera, how to make it look interesting. And so, yeah, this is part of it. I was really wondering, how in the world can I make the dishes artsy? Something that is been so torturous and so boring and so blah and just terminally boring. How in the world do I make this interesting? How do I make it just fascinating? And I really love the camera shots that I got. And the big thing, and this is a big reminder to me. This is a very big reminder to me. I found out that the trick to editing, and believe it or not, I have despised editing, absolutely despised it. Sorry about any outside noise. I'm next to a window here. Anyway, I can't stand editing. But this is the first time in my whole life. It's suddenly, I don't know what happened, but I was watching the opening of the Paris Olympics, and it was right after the opening that I came in here to edit this video, and it suddenly hit me, just edit it the way you want to. Load number 2, yeah. So edit it the way, here we go, you want to. And it occurred to me, so I let myself cut everything. And that's when it hit me. Oh my gosh, short clips. That's the key to really good, interesting videos. Have a clip, but have a very, very short clip of anything, to the point where it's almost a static image. Literally. That is the best, most visually interesting video you could possibly create. Just a whole pile of almost static images that are just compiled together from many and various and interesting angles that you have never seen before, angles that you couldn't ever even imagine. And you just compile them together into one very, very quick video. So I took literally 4 hours worth of footage here, and I edited it down into about 10 minutes worth of video. And there's at least 3 loads of dishes here. So yeah, and see, now it's, now I'm opening the dishwasher again and getting the dishes out and everything. So yeah, and I was like, this can't possibly be interesting. But since it is one of the daily chores that I have to do, and since I constantly have to do it, and since it's so torturous, for the first time ever, it's like I actually got rewarded for doing the dishes. I actually enjoyed editing this video. And for all of these, like, literally, oh my God. So 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30. So after 30 years of absolute torture, at least, I mean, and technically it's been more than that, a lot more than that, but after 30 years of absolute, pure, unadulterated torture, of having to do one of the things that I despise the most, which is doing the dishes. Having to do any brainless, repetitive task, such as doing the dishes, I cannot take. I cannot take. For whatever reason, oh, and I'm sorry about some of these shots here. I couldn't help but end up filming myself, end up filming my lap. Sorry about that. I wanted to apologize for an earlier shot, but anyway. But yeah, so 30 years of horror, and suddenly out of the blue, I actually made doing the dishes enjoyable. I actually made doing the dishes incredibly enjoyable simply by editing all the film footage. I was like, oh my God, if doing the dishes is torturous, then having to edit it is going to be even more torturous. And believe it or not, I ended up finding out that I'm actually a whole lot better at recording that which I know the best. And what do I know the best? I know doing the dishes the best. I know doing the laundry the best. I know scrubbing the floors, dusting, cleaning and whatnot the best. And so if I know it, you know, to such an extreme detailed precision, just, I know it like the back of my hand, my subconscious automatically does it. I don't, even on the days when I haven't had any brains, it's like I can't move, I automatically do the dishes because they're always there to do and they always have to be done. And if you don't do them, you end up really sorry because, people in the house, they end up making dirty dishes and you can't do nothing about it. So yeah, actually editing this up ended up being enjoyable. And I ended up finding out when I went to edit my art videos here that of all the things, I don't know art, and I don't know art anywhere near as well as I know doing the dishes. And because of that, even though I consider myself an artist, I'm not an artist at all, at least in the line of doing art, but I am definitely an artist in the line of organizing, cleaning, and doing the dishes, because that's what I've been forced to do my whole life, directly against my will, But there you go. There you go. So I know doing the dishes really well, and because of that, I was able to get a whole lot better film shots. I was able to cut out all of the boring parts. I was able to make it more interesting visually. I was able to make it far more entertaining visually. I was able to make it really, really interesting to watch. And I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself. So even though I put the "What is art" voiceover on my sewing video, and sewing, I don't know how to do it all. So I got horrible I want to call them screenshots. I got horrible film clips, video clips, absolutely horrible cinematography on that sewing thing. But I know doing the dishes really well. So I got some really excellent cinematography here with doing the dishes. And actually this cinematography is far better than the second. I already filmed a second doing the dishes, but it's going to be combined with a laundry. But I am so glad that I was able to actually make doing the dishes at least visually entertaining. And it's simply because I know doing the dishes so incredibly well. And because of that, I knew exactly what to cut out, what to leave in, what was entertaining, what was interesting to watch, and what wasn't. And, so what is art? This is art. Actually filming something that is, and this truly is art. Taking something which is boring, which is terminally boring. You just, oh my gosh, it's so boring. There are no words, no ways to describe how boring this is. And turning it into something beautiful, something interesting, something entertaining, something artistic, turning it into something enjoyable in one way or another. Whether it's interesting, whether it's beautiful, what have you. And that is art. And so I am so proud of myself that I was able to take this chore that has just plagued me, tortured me for over 30 years now, well over 30 years, and turn it into something good and happy and enjoyable. And I can't tell you, I am so happy. I am so happy. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for coming along on this doing the dishes ride. Yeah, and see, I started like at 7 a.m. I started really early. And then at 9:25 at the end of the day, I had 3 loads done. And yeah, and that's what I had left of the dirty dishes. So more than enough for another load, because there's always going to be more piling up, And that's it. Bye.